Yo, like everything I say come to pass. Yo, that's just a fact. All praises to the Most High. You gotta know some shit. When you high and you addicted to shit, there's a euphoria that come with that, right? That euphoria makes you believe certain things. Like, for example, with drug heads, right? Sometimes you can give them something similar to what they get high off, and they'll literally get high off it because of the belief. So they'll be like, "That was all right." He like, "You like that?" And these motherfuckers will be, "Yeah, give me some more of that." You know what I'm saying? You be like, "Wow, yeah." But that's why I be hearing a lot of people talk, and I be like, "What the fuck is that? Where do you get that from? Where is this coming from?" There's an increase, right? And the increase is if you know where you supposed to be and you at that particular frequency or you dealing with that particular energy, then that's going to increase. And the ones who are not where they're supposed to be, don't know where they're supposed to be, that energy is going to increase. So your belief of what you're doing is increased. So if you think that there's an organization, there's some people, what you did mattered. If you think all that, then that ideal in your mind has increased. That don't make it true. You know, that's what I was saying to people a long time ago. I was like, yo, y'all gotta go. I got over 1,900 videos, yo. Like, it's a lot. If you watch all my videos, you're gonna learn a whole bunch. You're gonna learn a whole bunch. But you have to watch them and like literally watch them for real. Like, because they're gonna jump around. It's gonna jump around. But my point is divine to keep things balanced the way it's supposed to be. Divine will make a veil. Veils are easy to create. You know what I'm saying? Like, veils are basically like the atmosphere. So, like, what you believe things to be, I can increase that belief in a feeling. And then once that feeling is increased, you'll believe what you want to believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why people get mad for no reason. That's why people judge for no reason. That's why people think they know shit for no reason. Like, this is why I be telling y'all, like, I don't do this shit for me. If it was my perception saying all this shit, it'll be way different because I'm super belligerent, yo. Like, I'm super belligerent if you piss me off, like, you know what I'm saying? And I try, I've learned, I can't say try, I've learned not to impress my energy on everybody else because you know what, I'm a different human being, right? I can't I can't be no type of way. I can't have no emotional nothing. I can't feel anything, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a point of view. I'm stupid. I'm not this, I'm not that. It's a whole bunch of shit people have said about me. And I don't get a chance to be normal. As far as man says, in general, I don't get a chance to live normally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. Even though I was born in this world like everybody else, I don't get to have just a normal placement. That's not for me. I came in this world to be used by motherfuckers. That's what I'm here for. I can't be successful. None of that. So reality is not for me. That's what I've come to grips to understand. No, reality ain't for me. Nah, I can't have it. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be controlled or some shit. Fuck all that. But yeah, that's not even a reality, yo. Like, people are stupid. I'm gonna always say that. And that dynamic has some form of a strength. That dynamic has some form of a strength, and the strength that it has is waning. You got to understand what these terms mean in their right position. So you have certain things that are only based off the value of its position.
All right. First card we have here.
Off of the value of its position. So that means where your focus is, that's its current position. And that's why it was important not to even be around certain people who talk a lot of craziness, because eventually you was gonna slide into their position. This is why you can't just be loving on everybody, or this is why that's mine, and you don't know what the fuck them people got going on in their head. You have no clue where these people come from, how they was raised. I love them. You don't know nothing about. You just the idiot. You just stupid. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You mess around bringing dogs in your family house, and they got all types of ticks and fleas and all that, and then you want to be mad that you brought bugs in the house. Some people just won't accept the fact that they made the wrong choice. You chose to deal with the wrong people, and that shit has messed up your entire life. Period. You'll never know what your life is supposed to be, because your entire life you put bullshit in it. So when you connect to these things out of your choice, like I was speaking about earlier, divine will have you sitting there to comprehend the choice you made. Divine will stay so you can comprehend the choice you made. You'll stay in that particular energy until divine say, or you pray to ask for a doorway to get out of it. You got to keep in mind, like, you're being guided through your choices. You don't make a choice and then run from it. You know what I'm saying? When you see an animal bite down on something they wanted to eat, take it out of his mouth and just leave it there. And just go about his business like, yeah, that's not a reality. It don't happen. If it bites down on it, it's going to eat it. You know what I'm saying? So it should be crazy, yo. Like, everybody, and majority of the time when I hear people talking about stuff, I'm like, yeah, that's not talking about me, even though it's supposed to be in the direction of. I'm like, then I start seeing the confusion. I start seeing people speak partial truths. And that's because they're dealing with more confusion, which is the opposite of the higher realms. Y'all gonna start understanding that in the higher realms, things get way more simpler. The conversation to the energy is way more simpler. It's not as confused to the value. When y'all thinking confused and you're lost and confused and you're like, it's this or it's that, you're trying to figure it out. That's not what it is. That's another entity attaching itself to you. And that's how it downloads. It starts bringing in confusion into your thoughts. So then you start speaking that way, bringing confusion into your conversation. You're jumbled up a little bit. You don't have it as a full totality. Divine is always simple. Divine will always be simple, yo. And some people just want to put it all in one basket. Some people want to feel that what they're doing is real. Some people want to seem powerful. And this is why you have to be aware of getting water waves. This is why you have to be aware of the type of people you choose to be around. You know what I'm saying? Tall, dark, and handsome and all this whatever. Like, if you choose certain people because of the TV aesthetic, you're going to miss the point. You know what I'm saying? Because anything that's blessed or has gracious earnings from life itself, when people won't say the truth about them right in front of them because they're afraid. Or these people really don't have a life that explains who they are. There's no real fruit that explains, like, you might have children, but you don't got no actions that back that up. Or your actions are constantly failed. You know what I'm saying? Or anything great that you do or what you consider great is not really great. You know what I'm saying? It's like your vision of it. You know what I'm saying? So these type of things that exist in life are a false retrospect to the value of protecting your emotions. If you were great in some form, like, this may hurt people's feelings or whatever, but if you was great in some form, despite what your immediate area says about these particular feelings, you was able to be that same way everywhere. That's the difference. You can go everywhere else and people don't know you. And the way you are succeeds. It goes over the limit, right? It becomes the greatest experience in the world for you and everybody who's in the circumference at that moment. But then as soon as you get around people that act or feel as if they know you in a certain way, all of that greatness goes out of the window. That's the veil. So it could be created by certain understandings. And sometimes divine will keep that veil created in between the ones who think they know you, just so they can't see the greatness that you really procure. Because they're going to try to have access to that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to like just let things play out. It's not complicated, yo. It's not up, down, left, right, catacorn, flower life design. It's not all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even to say somebody thinks that every time a granted is taking place here on the earth and it goes in the direction of a negative side, it's because that negative side's intention. So they may be intending to do something to something that's going in the right way. Well, it has to be a new veil put in that place. Because that intention believes it can do something. And before I allow you to formulate any weapon and believe you're going to hurt something that's not yours, that you don't have access to, you did not create, I'll let you believe you can do that. I'll let you believe that you have the power to do that. So then in your mind, they'll say things like, I can do this and I can make this happen. And you can't make shit. You ain't making nothing. Nothing. Period. Believe what you want. Believe what you want. And then I also know in this world that people have personal response to things, like they want things to happen in a certain way based off them. The rest of the world don't move like that for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't expect that and you won't receive it. You may think that you're supposed to, but you can't expect it because you won't receive it. There's a lot of cardinal understandings that happen naturally, that go over people's heads every day. It's like you just miss it. You don't see it because of what you believe should be. So most people waste most of their time trying to figure out how to bring destruction, how to make things change. If divine told every single person in creation, I knew your timeline, I knew you before you was in the womb, I created your life's timeline. So that means everybody has a particular job to do. But majority of the people have gotten off their purpose. You know what I'm saying? And they like, we get where I'm going with this? So now you live in a whole nother understanding, believing that this understanding that you chose to live despite the fact of you being created for a reason, is off tilt. So now you like, oh, I'm going to do these things. I don't like this person. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to move that. Stopping never meant quitting. Stopping never meant quitting. So even if you think you stopped something, you didn't make that person quit. Divine might have had it see fit to slow down just to put the veil over your dumb ass face. That's what this should be getting deep at. Like, people just can't take accountability for nothing. Everybody wants to see themselves in a different light. And when you got individuals that always see themselves as good, no matter what they do, good or bad, that means they are veiled. Because they're crash dummies. You gotta be veiled because you don't see yourself. So I gotta make you believe dumb shit just to keep you sitting still. That's how that works. Like, you're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you save an idiot from being stupid? Make them believe what they about to do. Make them believe that they about to do something. And then when they putting in their work and all that, they don't even see before they got all the materials together that the shit is already over. They don't see it. They're just acting it out. And not for nothing, the veil plays a role. Listen, if divine do something right, I might be like, oh snap, this didn't work right. But it'll be this minute. It'll be this minute. It'll be nothing. It'll be a gnat. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if that gnat bothered me, that symbol says what? It bothered him, right? The gnat bothered him. Let's take the gnat off. Now we got bothered him. Now that energy gets sent to you because you want it to bother me. So now you say, yeah, it's working. Like, it's working. And it don't be. It be that just to pull the veil over your eyes. All praises to the Most High. The divine don't make no mistakes. I keep telling y'all this. People do. And I can say this straight to your face. You know why? Because it's all praises to the Almighty. Divine don't care who know what. I know if you ain't punching in your divine ticket to go to divine work and divine school every day, then you already chose what side you on. You already chose how you going to handle people, how you going to handle life. And a lot of times the jobs don't get to go or play the role is because there's something that had a job with divine over here doing the opposite of what they should be doing for a role that's not even going to work in the first place. What calls itself the dark side, right? Are combative energies, yo. That's all it is. It's combative energies that got mixed up with other failed creations. And even though it's a lot of divine energy in these creations, they'll never be as powerful as the Almighty. I don't give a damn how long they wait, how many eons, what energies they pull together, if they wait next year to sustain life, all like none of that shit is dumb. It's stupid, yo. Like, to even think that you can ever come up against, are you serious, yo? Like, that's not even a thing. It's not a thing. So there's a particular understanding that comes with the values. And people say, but what about people who this happens to? Cause they was doing stuff. Cause you out there thinking you getting away with murder. People will get cheated on right in their face and know it, but question what you know. You be like, yo, that's different about them, and I know this different, but you won't act on it because you believe that. No, you better put that work in, yo. You better put that work in, or keep getting played the rest of your entire life. And you know what I do know about some of these energies? This is why I tell people this shit all the time, yo. I just said this earlier or yesterday. The reason why negative energy sticks to people is because you've done something. It's because you did some heinous shit. If you shit on a dude or you shit on your man or your girl, right? Expect it to come back to you. Expect to feel the same energy, especially if that person that you shit on was right. If they was doing it from a good intention. It's always about the intention from the heart space. Anybody who comes at you and they're doing things from the heart space and you go against them, you deem to be stuck to that particular energy for a long time until you learn your lesson. Keep in mind, you will never go against Almighty, ever. So, when somebody's doing the right thing, it's a divine energy. So you might not like the face that is on, or the person that's doing the right thing, or whatever, if that's how you feel. but it still came to you from divine. So you're never gonna. That's just like the fallen going to the divine, talking about, oh, we don't want to do this. I want to do whatever, whatever, and then they got banished or stripped of everything. Same difference. So that energy that you procure at that moment to feel however you feel about somebody, that shit stripped you. It stripped you. It stripped you of the same power you used to infect the person the first time. When you did that to somebody and now what's happening to you is because you were stripped. Don't let this go over your head. Don't let this fly like an airplane over your head. As much as everybody want to act like they know, you don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all just be talking, yo, and trying to sound intelligent while you're talking. Like whatever, yo. Like save me the, whatever. Just save me the point of listening to the bullshit. Like I know everybody want to be that. And I remember being in school like that, where you be in school and you know some shit that everybody else don't know, and they be looking like, you know what I'm saying? Or they be embarrassed that you knew something that they didn't know. It be like that, yo. And that's because people mostly spend their time looking outwards instead of looking at how it made them feel. Instead of you doing something from an aspect of what it feels like inside. Just do something divinely. How would you give life today? How would you help life go forward today? Every day you get an opportunity to either fix what you messed up or help someone go forward. How many times did you have to hear this in life? You people ain't even giving water to natural plants, and you're not pouring libations was dope because water finds its own way through earth. And it starts to permeate through the earth in this particular area, which helps animals, plants, and stuff like that get enough water to subsidize the area. So, in the same breath, it works like that with everything else. You know what I'm saying? Everything that things on the hill, they can't really reach the moisture to keep. So their roots, they go deeper, but they get less amounts of water because they're so high up. So then you would know that these people are in circumstances. Why not help them get to where they're trying to grow to? So if I was ever and I had water and I was up on a hill, I would piss on a tree. Why piss in the open? That's nitrogen. And it's coming from my body, which was created by the divine. I'm carrying fluids. I'm going to piss on the tree. It's going to give that tree some life. And people will be like, ew, like, all right, I get it. One thing got nothing to do with the next. It's a fact. If I got water, I can pour it out. My point is, your job in life is to help everything go forward. Not try to find a way to make it fall back. People who take from life have already made a decision to go against the divine. You taking life, you taking from life, you lying on people, you cheating, you stealing. You already met your end. Your end is already here. It just ain't happened for you yet. Your end is already here. It just ain't happened for you yet. I don't make this up. That's a fact. Your end is already here because that's how you think. That's how you move. Whether or not you want to accept that or whatever, that's who you are as an individual. You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, sometimes I can see, like, I'll push myself to the limit sometimes. I'll be pushing. I'll be like, divine, I need. And I'll be like, I ain't complained. But if you don't mind, you know what I'm saying? And a little here and there, little something come through. I was talking to Divine about something that I do personally, right? And I was like, Divine, I'm not doing it this way no more. I got to do it this way, even though it serves the purpose. It's almost like I merged those two things together. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm thinking about it as a merge. I'm like, no, it is almost like the universe was trying to communicate with me in a sense, asking me like, "This what you've been trying to do? Because you always do this." And I'm like, "No." It was a real question. It felt like a real question. The feeling felt like a question. And I'm like, "No, it's just because I'm not able. So I'm doing what I can." And that was like a boost for the universe and also a boost for me. So when the universe got a boost, I felt lighter. I felt like more, like the understanding they got gave me a grace. So it was like me being able to be in the right position to give a understanding to the universe in an imperfect form. So when I was able to communicate that via that feeling, I got lighter. I felt like it was like a, and then I'm like, I'd rather it be this way because that's how you intended it. It's how you made it. If you always go back to that, then that value resonates. So then divine was like, "Oh," and it wasn't like divine itself was telling me, "Oh." It was like the feeling I got was, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." So if I'm trying to experience everything in a divine way, would be the reason why I'm always saying this. Okay, that makes it. So it starts to line itself up. Do you know your insides don't understand you neither? The inside of you don't comprehend you. You just throwing stuff in your mouth and you thinking what you want to think. Your body is forming how it forms. You're talking how you want to talk out yourself. And all these different frequencies are affecting your outward appearance. So, that shit gets so damn deep. So, with understanding that the universe inside you don't comprehend outside of you, the universe around you don't comprehend what you're asking for, that would entail that you are not complete because you don't speak fluent universe. So you're an incomplete being. We out here, everybody out here in the world, jabba jabba jabba, running their damn mouth. But you personally are an incomplete being because neither inside or above or outside of you can comprehend what's coming out of you. That speaks volumes. So that's why you tell the divine, "I'm imperfect. My communication is not." So you keep doing that over and over and over too until you are translated. Until you are helped to have your situation maxed out. But see, people treat each other the same way on earth too. Y'all treat each other like y'all incomplete beings. You treat each other as either you're savage or mentally disabled. I don't make this shit up. This is how people move in reality. Like, the things I know, you can't have no right. You might as well just not talk to me because I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Like, if you ever try to come and make it as an issue, the shit that I know, I will destroy you. Period. I will destroy you. Just your attempts to step towards me is an act in itself. Just your attempt to think and then step towards me is an act in itself. I will show you divine in every single wordplay. I'm not nothing to fuck with. I mean that. All praises to the Almighty. All praises to the Almighty Creator of all creators and creations. I don't move for nothing. It's a fact. Down or up, I'm going to stay next to the divine no matter what it look like. That's never going to change. I don't know about the rest of you idiots. And I mean that very, very disrespectfully. Because I watch people play the divine all day, every day. I watch people speak on the divine all day, every day. I watch people act like they know the Almighty. I watch people use the Almighty name in vain all day, every day. I watch people get grace in life from straight up disrespecting the Almighty and people don't say nothing. I see people holding divine or holding the Almighty at a high regard, but put the Almighty down and lift up a person. I watch this every day. I've been watching this my entire life. What? Are you serious? People are stupid. Y'all gonna check out with the same energy you brought in. I ain't got nothing to do with that. For real, for real. And the new people that come in, they don't even have the right trainers to teach them nothing. I want my own temple. I need my own temple and a place where I can share. I wanted to say that word, but I don't like that word. I can serve the divine in the way I want to. I need my own space and area to where I can put my practices in use. I don't care about what nobody else say. I don't care about none of that shit. At the end of the day, I know if I'm doing it by myself, I know it'll be different. I know it'll be pure because the intention will be real. Like, so I need to get it together to where I can build that. That's all I really want, to keep it 1,000 and to have somebody love me. Look, I ain't gonna hold y'all, yo. We done tapped into 30, 31 minutes. I be cooking, yo. Like, and I'll be trying to cook, but when it come out right, it come out right. So it is what it's gonna be. I ain't gonna hold you, just trying to show you something, man. Naga the Wise. I'll be back.